This is a session about soy. Both of these are soy. On the left, does anybody know what this is called, the green pod? Anybody want to just call it out? You can unmute yourself.
Edamame? Edamame?
Yes. Edamame, exactly. And that is the immature soybean, the raw, the sort of the young soybean, the one that we can eat directly. The one on the right is a dried soybean, and which is the one that is used to make all the different foods that are made from soy. So soybeans, edamame, which are now popular all over the United States, and dried soybeans, which are Daizu. And that is also used to make some of the foods that we're going to be using today. So we've got the edamame and the soybean and Daizu. They grow on long stalks. And when they're fresh like this, they very often sell them in supermarkets. And as you all know, you boil them and just eat them. They're very popular. Beer snack, that's how they started off there in Japan, but we eat them all the time here in the US for any kind of snack. And then the Daizu is the dried soybean. Okay. Anybody want to take a guess who the top soybean producers are in the world? Anybody want to guess?
The US?
The US. Okay. Anyone else want to guess?
Japan.
Japan.
Mexico.
Next, that's a good guess. It is Brazil. We were the top soy producers. We're the second ones.
I was going to say Ukraine.
Yeah, and all the soybeans are growing up in the Midwest of the United States, down through a bit of the southern areas. And we do a very big business in exportation of soybeans. We export about 60%. They go all over the world. And these are a lot of the soybeans that we use here. We've just started using them for food, but it was basically food for animals and vegetable oil. So we've kind of come a long way in soybeans use in the US. So what kind of soy products have you tried? Can people just name some soy foods that they have had?
Tofu.
Tofu, yes. Anything else? Any soy product?
Bean product.
Yeah, what tofu and edamame?
Something we use almost every day with Japanese food.
Soy sauce?
Yes, soy sauce.
Fermented soybeans. I forget the name.
Oh,
Natto,
fermented soy.
right?
Natto.
Inari.
Yes, inari, perfect. So let's look. Soybean oil, soy milk. That's another very popular product. Soy sauce. Miso. Miso is also made from the Daizu, the soybean. Miso soup from miso. Tofu, as you said. And the fermented soybean, the natto, okay? That is one of these challenging foods, but it's one of the healthiest foods that you could eat with fermentation and the soybean on top. Okay, soybeans are healthy, they're delicious, they're easy to make, and they're kind of fun to eat when you just pop them in your mouth. And I'm so glad to see in America that they've been embraced as a snack of all different varieties. And once you can buy frozen edamame in Trader Joe's, it goes all over the US. So it is a food that has definitely traveled. Soy is often called meat of the fields. Does anybody have an idea why? Soy.
High protein.
Yes, it's a protein. It's a plant protein, and it is very often used in substitution of meat, which some people will be doing today, and plant-based protein. We talk a little bit about why we eat with our students in school, and we eat to get energy. And we get that through carbohydrates, Go foods, fats and carbohydrates. We eat them to build strong muscles, and this is through our proteins. They're grow foods, and that you can get, as we now know, through plants, soybeans, dairy, fish, beef, all sorts of things. And then these are the glow foods that you fight diseases, where you get your vegetables and your minerals. And today we are going to be concentrating on tofu and soybeans. So one more thing before we get started. It's great to have these things on your plate, but how much do you think is the right amount of protein per meal?
2.
1, 2 with your palm of your hand, or 3, 2 portions? What does everybody say? Want to shout it out? Palm of
I've heard
your
of
hand.
2.
That's right. You're
2.
really lucky if you got a bigger palm of your hand. But that's about the size of your portion. It's a little over 4 ounces. All right.